So let's take a look at how we can work on the upper part. We will add the needed material for this part, and then here and there, also the top and the, the transparent plastic. So let's go to this view. Here's our inner area, and this has two materials in my case. So the glossy, as we can see there, this is not glossy, we can throw out, so delete and minus that slot. And there you see now this is nice and rough. Cool. Let's do the top one. Here's my top part. So we can see there's this kind of like plastic that's a little bit rough. Now we just maybe define here the plastic bump. Then we have actually this clear plastic. The plastic has a material thickness, but we, in this process, what we're doing, simply exploring shapes, we're skipping that technical detail. And we have a light ring, so how do we get actually this plastic and the transparent plastic and the opaque plastic to show up? So going to front view, going to wireframe mode, there we can see where this interior element comes up. So when I go to edit mode, and if we compare this to here, this comes up and this goes a little bit out. So this comes up, a little bit out. So it looks like maybe there actually, yeah, this starts. So I will select you. Very good. And then B and select all this. Okay, plus. First we want to give this maybe here the plastic bump. This is now going to be applied to the whole object. Plus. And we want to make a new transparent material. So simply new, call this plastic transparent. And since I had this before, I got this number. Remove this, click assign. Okay. We would like to copy the same material colors. So here, Control C from this bump plastic to Control V to this here. Specularity can go up. This can go down. Yeah, but how do we make this transparent? Well, we have it here. Alpha. Yeah, but we don't see anything. What's going on? In Eevee, we have to tell the software in the material. Here, blend mode, make this alpha blended. And there it is. Ta-da! Super easy. So the cool thing is when this is 50%, here let's turn on the light, 0.5. Let's go to render mode. So this is now the Eevee rendering. And when we switch to cycles, there you see, same effect. Cool, no? Okay. I will turn this back to 0. So I have a black background, so maybe 0.1. Yeah, go to material view. There we are. Okay, so that's very easily how we can create plastic. Now set your render properties, screen space, reflections, refraction on. And then for the material, we will actually also use this screen space refraction. I would like to show you something. So let's move this over. This we delete. Then this is empty. Shift A, shader glass. We have actually a dedicated glass shader. So turn this on. There, and you see. So we play with this. Ooh, what's this? Well, this is basically the software tries to simulate how a lens would magnify something. Another way to imagine this, when you take your arm and your stick and you put it through underwater, you will see that the upper part of the stick outside the water will go at a different angle and then everything inside the water. So this is what this index of refraction does. So this material is very useful when we do glass. We can, in our case, whatever, simply use the plastic approach, meaning this is kind of fake. We just render the object transparent with a certain opacity level and then reflect this stuff on top. And for when we prototype a design, this is actually fine. This is very fast to render. This is not physically accurate, but this is visually informative enough for decision-making process. Also pretty nice and functional when you sit and work with a client. Do this, do that, try this one out, try that one out. Okay, no? Okay, so one node you notice actually based on this value and with this image, nothing changes. And that's just the way how these images are shining through transparent objects. It kind of like ignores the alpha value. So if I don't want this to be bothering me, I simply turn this one off. Very good. Okay, so let's compare this maybe with our reference. So when we zoom in, we can actually see maybe this is a different plastic. This is more fine. This is more coarse. Okay, so which means then here I will turn this off. This is my object, plastic bump. Instead of 4 users, click on this. Now it's a single user, and we call this one plastic ring or plastic interface. There, cool. And then here this roughness maybe 0.2. Maybe make this a little bit less super rough. The specularity was also pretty faint. These values all we will set up when we do actually the rendering, and then use this image to compare. Hey, does this fit? Does this match? Good. Okay, let's go to second revision. That's actually where we have this piece on the inside. Shift D, Escape M, and to the textured collection. There we have it. This is a mesh body, which you remember is a bevel and screw command. 64 steps. Oh, how many steps do we need? Easy to find out. Turn on statistics. See this? Go into edit mode, point select, alt click this. It tells me this has 30 vertices in the ring. Cool. Okay, so in object mode, this means 30. Thank you. Bevel we can apply, screw we can apply. I press Shift H because the whole object has later a little bit of light to it, but we can do this first. We go to Material, Plus, and then this will be our plastic glossy. There we are. Oh, not plastic glossy, plastic bump there. And then edit, Control R, we make a loop cut here. Select this. Actually, hold on. GG, this was more like a small ring, I think, in some images. Let's see. Or it fades down a little bit. Yeah, there. You know what? We will actually keep it like this as one object. We will try this effect a little bit different. There's something that shines inside. So we have to make this material illuminating a light, which is easy to do, but here we also have to do this via a gradient. So I need to prepare a material first to mix this. So we will actually, in this lecture, keep this as this for the moment. Yeah, we can call this internal light. Cool. There we are, AA. Now we can see there's something inside. Pretty cool. That's good. And in the next video, then I will show you how we can do the light parts. So for this video, this is all.